But right now, let's head to the ring to get the action started.
And introducing his opponent from the Electric City, weighing in at 210 pounds, BHK, Kevin Martenson.
And Alyssa, for Kevin Martenson, since focusing on singles exploits, things have been going well for the former tag team champion.
Yeah, secured 2 wins over Danny Limelight Rivera, one of which happened just at Primetime Live.
And the previous victory right here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, racking up a lot of victories. This should be a real dynamic matchup, though. East Coast, West Coast here, guys. And a lot of times, Max Caster kind of gets the psychological advantage pre-match with his freestyle raps.
He was actually telling us as he was making his way to the ring that he made that song. He made his entrance song. And he wanted us to know about it.
Well, they do call him the Hitmaker.
And the hits are going to keep coming, I'm sure.
Well, when you're in there with Martenson, though, Blake, you might end up being the hit taker because Martenson has got an incredible offensive arsenal.
Absolutely, he's dealing with a very big guy in Max Caster. When we saw Max Caster take off his vest, we see that he's got a lot of size and muscle mass on him. But the technical prowess of Matheson's almost got him a 3 count right there early on.
Into the head scissors there goes BHK, Kevin Martenson, and Caster quickly back to the corner.
Now, you were talking about Max Caster having a very psychological long game before he even makes it to the ring. He's a big trash talker, a battle rapper. He actually, I believe, I overheard in the locker room, he was spitting a few lines about his upcoming opponent that we're now seeing him in the ring with. And you got to wonder if that gets inside the head of Martenson.
I would dare say a rap about Martenson would be a Space Jam.
Todd.
Sorry, couldn't help. Nice roll up here by Max Caster in the early going, trying to turn BHK inside out. Both guys trade arm ringers, and look out here, suplex on delivery by Martenson. Nice explosiveness there, Blake.
Martenson did a fantastic job of changing that exchange up, getting behind Matheson and putting him on his back.
Kevin Martenson is feeling the effects there on the shoulder, and Martenson is a wily veteran. He's been on this program for its entirety of 10 years, and you got to think he brings some battle scars into the ring every time out.
Absolutely. You got to wonder if there's a little bit of callus that comes from being here since the beginning, and how much of a threshold for pain does Kevin Martenson have?
All over the years, we've seen that it's quite a bit. Nice agility on display by Caster. Athleticism both ways, taking out the wheels. He did that to Danny Limelight on Primetime Live. Little hi-ya and takes him down quickly into the cover. Now, sense of urgency, only a count of 1. Caster proving that he's tough and he's here for the long haul.
Oh, but now Max Caster taking a big chop from Kevin Martenson. And BHK, reverse. Martenson's in the corner.
Big shot there, and when Kevin Martenson gets rolling, it can be trouble. He can hit you from all angles, but look at this. Caster was wise to it. Big slam, and Martenson just rolls through. Single leg pick, might be thinking rat trap. And going to the eyes here.
My gosh, Caster trying to blind his opponent. We talked about him having a psychological game, but it's also incredibly physical with Caster.
Ooh, now hard and heavy into that shoulder again. Eating a lot of pain. Those pain receptors being put to the test here, Blake.
These are some vicious moves, man. He's out there trying to hurt Matheson.
But now look, just wrenching on the shoulder of Kevin Martenson is Max Caster. Max Caster, not only a psychological game, very physical, trained at Create a Pro under Pat Buck and Brian Myers, where he's now an assistant coach. So he's teaching people how to do things like this, what he's doing to Kevin Martenson.
And Martenson, back in the day, actually faced Brian Myers, one of our blockbuster events here on Championship Wrestling. Check out Heritage Hall playlist for that. I think it's one of the matches we featured. And now taking control, back and forth, seesaw battle. Unique matchup here between Caster and Martenson. Martenson reaching maybe for a little hair there. Whatever it takes, guys.
But Caster back on that shoulder of Martenson. Oh, but takes a side shot to the jaw.
And a big shot there by Martenson. I mean, it takes a whole lot of bravado to go around claiming you're the best wrestler alive, and that's exactly what Castor does. Ooh, backbreaker, really pulling Martenson into that knee and looking to capitalize, and we see some of the fundamental skills on display. This matchup continues, back and forth action. Right after this, cover. No, we'll be back.
Mid-South Weather laying the smackdown on your roof? Let Pro Shingle help today. Whether it's a repair, cleaning, or a brand new roof, Pro Shingle offers free estimates and financing plans to help right now. Call 901-258-6503.
And that is all day. Be Connected Wireless is the #1 place for all your cell phone and electronic needs.
Mention this ad and get 50% off on all accessories.
Great deal. That's Be Connected Wireless with 3 convenient locations in Memphis.
Okay guys, time to get ready for the Spooktacular Costume Contest.
PartyWorks has the best costumes in Memphis.
Welcome back, everyone. Max Castor, Kevin Martenson, and that shoulder injury might be the difference maker, and that arm drag's not going to do it any favors, as well as the short arm scissors of sorts, and really pinpointing that shoulder now as he goes for the cover blade.
Those are 3 fantastic moves, back to back to back there. Max Castor needs to continue working this left arm on Martenson, and I think he might be able to get the W.
Max Castor, you can see platinum Max Castor, and based by the periodic table symbol on his tights, you can see that it's a science to him, as well as an art.
Yep. Given an education in ring and a little bit of chemistry as well. These two have had good chemistry. Great action here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, but right now Castor's got the high ground, intends to keep it. Snap Mayer and now drives the knee down yet again. It's been a long time. Wait a second. No, don't tell me. Look out here. Mic drop. Oh, mic drop elbow. He connects. That might do it. Covers Martenson. Boy, Castor comes in here and gets a victory over one of our top stars of the United Wrestling Network. That would be really making a statement.
And I mean, what a wild card, just bringing a foreign object into the ring potentially, but going for the mic drop that he made famous.
Well, that big elbow, and it did its damage. It hit its mark. You know, the microphone, a little insult to injury, but now big right hand trying to counter. How much more do you think the shoulder can take at this point, Blake?
Not a whole lot. I would like to see him try and slap on some type of submission. He has been doing damage to that left shoulder nonstop this entire matchup. I'd like to see him put Martenson on his back and work some type of shoulder or arm lock.
Martenson tries to quicken the pace, showing his balance. Big shot there, little fireball, little Hadouken. You know, he was once the NES of Rock Ness. He was an avid gamer, Kevin Martenson, before he was a spaceman. Into the cover, just giving everybody a little history lesson.
We can see a lot of damage on Martenson's left arm. It's almost starting to impact his offense a little bit. It's not just hurting him defensively, but we're not going to see as much offensive output out of Martenson with that damage on his left shoulder.
You make a good point there, Blake. And a couple minutes ago, how many times have we seen Martenson absolutely launch people across the ring with a German suplex? He went for it and was not able to execute it. So, point taken there, and now, oh, look out here. Castor takes him off the top, isolates the arm and shoulder, at shoulders on the dissection pan. It's getting pinned, but will Martenson.
See, this is very smart wrestling right here by Platinum. He wants,
But now, is he looking for the rat trap again? Is Platinum Matt Caster able to get out of it?
Well, he's trying to fight from his back with strikes, and now wrist control, put pressure. Look at the up kicks there, putting pressure on that shoulder, and was able to counter. Double stomp attempt. Caster, nobody home for that.
So much awareness coming from Caster. Had to be aware of his shoulders on the mat. Had to be aware of where Martenson was.
Boy, Caster did his homework, I think, guys. I mean, he is one step ahead of Martenson in this matchup, and that is not easy to accomplish. Little separation now, guys, and Martenson can do wonders with that. Big bicycle kick right up the middle. Martenson starts to roll. Does he have the strength? He does. Brainbuster. That's how he put away Danny Limelight on the ramp. Is it going to be enough to put away the Hitmaker? Indeed.
Here is your winner, Kevin Martenson.
Kevin Martenson just dropped Max Caster like his next album.
things sure got violent in there, man. You can see Martenson bleeding out of his left eye right now.
Let's take a look back. Yeah, you can see the scars of battle all over the face. A replay brought to you by Primetime Live, where Martenson has been a fixture as well. Finally hits him with the brainbuster. Caster looked good. He might be a hit maker, but not quite enough to get all the way to the top of the charts here in the United Wrestling Network.
What a fantastic match of physicality between these two competitors.
Martenson earned that like never before, Alyssa, yes.
And Kevin Martenson, scars of battle, raising his hands in victory to celebrate after such a hard-fought war against Max Caster.
Bloody battle for sure. And our own James Kincaid will be standing by to get a word with the hitmaker with Platinum. Max Caster should be interesting to get his thoughts after this heartbreaking loss. Tough matchup.
Caster might have taken a loss tonight, but he definitely showed a lot of potential and prowess in his debut here at Championship Wrestling for Hollywood.
Let's hear from him. James, take it away.
Thanks, Todd. Here with Max Caster, a valiant effort. I know it's not the result that you wanted, but what do you take away from this? How do you regroup moving forward?
My goal is to prove that I'm the best wrestler alive. We already know I'm the most handsome wrestler. I'm the best rapper / athlete. But I want to prove that I'm the best wrestler alive. So I came here to Hollywood. I've never been here. And I said, put me against the best. And they did. And you know what? I lost. So no rhyming. Rhyming is for winners. Today I'm a loser. And that's okay, because you know what? I'll be back in Hollywood, because I'm a star. That's where the stars go. Forget any other town on the planet. Hollywood is where the stars are. And even though this star is a little bit hurt and a little bit sweaty, I'll be back. I'll be back. And that right there is a mic drop. And I'm not going to drop your microphone, because it's expensive.
Welcome back to the studio. Kevin Martenson picks up another big victory despite being busted open during the match.
Man, and newcomer Max Caster, big talk in a losing effort.